Do you ever get that feeling like you're overcomplicating something for years? Well, that was me. The first week that I tried vlogging with the Insta360 Go Ultra, the world changed. So, a little bit backstory, right? The other day I was getting lunch. I was just thinking, man, this would be great. It'll be a perfect moment to vlog, show off this restaurant that I'm at, that I like, the food that is great. Normally, I will pull out my big camera, set it up, but by the time I hit record, that natural moment, gone, vanished. The restaurant worker would have given me some weird look, and I just don't think it would feel like real life anymore. But this time, all I did was grab this new camera, put it on my chest, and just press a button, and it captured everything. The atmosphere, the music in the background, the interaction I had with the worker there, those little moments, that is real life. And that was the day I realized that vlogging didn't have to feel like a production. And that made vlogging a lot easier. And of course, I learned a few other things too. So in this video, I'm gonna tell you about 5 things that I have learned that made vlogging easier. Hey everyone, I'm Martin, and I'm a photographer and videographer sharing my creative journey. So you want to see more of that? Don't forget to subscribe. In today's video, I want to share with you what I've learned from vlogging for just a few days with the Insta360 Go Ultra, this small little guy that I have right here. And this camera completely changed the way I think about storytelling. And honestly, it taught me a few lessons that go beyond just content creation. So when you vlog with a big camera like a DSLR or mirrorless, something changed. Your posture, your voice, even your energy, like what I'm doing right now. I start thinking about angles, lighting, framing, and how people see you and da-da-da-da, all this other stuff. And as soon as I start thinking about all those things, the moment is gone. You stop being yourself. You're starting to think too much. Even when I'm using an iPhone to record, just a handheld iPhone, I can see myself on the screen, the phone screen, and the whole thing just feels very performative, The first time I used this Insta360 Go Ultra, it's just so small, and I forget that I was recording at all. This thing, it fits perfectly the size of my palm. I could feel 2 of this in here at least. There's something so powerful about that, having something so small, it just feel very human, I wasn't acting, I was just talking. I was just talking to the little black box. It just reminded me of what vlogging used to be like, very spontaneous, very real. And then I also noticed that my tone become a lot more conversational, more relaxed. I'm just talking and chilling. Even when there were strangers that was walking around me, I didn't really care. It's kind of I'm wearing people that wearing their Bluetooth headphones or mic or something on their AirPod and just on a phone call. It doesn't feel weird. And after I bring all those videos into my computer, I watch those clips, it feels a lot more honest. It was really refreshing, So I guess the first big takeaway is that the smaller the camera, the more authentic I feel. And one of my favorite things that started happening was how I began noticing tiny everyday details again. Getting ready for the day, see what I'm wearing, or tying my shoes, or doing my daily walk with just my coffee. Normally, I would never record those things because it feels too much effort to set up my gear and bring it out and get a shot of it, thinking about how to make it look cinematic or whatever. But with the little Insta360, I would just grab this, clip this on my chest, and just forget that I was even recording. And later, when I go back to watch those footage, I realized those were the moments that actually told my story. It's actually what I did throughout the day and how I get ready, how I, get to where I am, all those things. They were raw, they were unplanned. It was very me, totally me. And that kind of changed how I saw my own life. I don't have to wait and need that big moments wow, this grand thing that just happened just to create something meaningful, something small. It's boring, for everyday normal day for people, but all those boring little things, it end up being very beautiful. And if you have seen some of my favorite anime movie from Studio Ghibli or Shinkai Makoto, he made 5 centimeter per second, a movie like Totoro, or all those movies, they show really small little things just cooking or people trying to wake up. Those boring thing to most people, but they were able to capture the essence of life, which is just made up with all those little tiny moments. Now, this camera made me experiment again. Like, I started to put this camera in weird places. Like today I have put this on my pickleball paddle, like over here. Where is it? Here. Oh, right here. There you go. This is a little thing that I put my camera on, and all I did was just like clip this on here, and I was, playing pickleball with it. And it didn't feel like I was having a camera on me too. It feels like very natural. So that's one fun thing that I did. And earlier this week, I put it on my ceiling. I even put it in a glass of water just to see what it looks like when I drink it. And every time I got footage that really surprised me. And that's something like really refreshing about not being behind the camera all the time. Like, I'm not even looking at the screen, even though there's a screen that I can look at it remotely. Like, I'm not. Like, when it's wearable, you just living the moments instead of trying to frame it. And not every video is perfect. Some of them looks weird and kind of boring, but I didn't overthink it, and you shouldn't too. You should just capture. And one of my favorite shots from the last few days is that I put this camera in my sink, like my bathroom sink, and I just press record. And honestly, I have no idea what it was gonna look like. I mean, I have never put any camera in a sink before because most cameras are not waterproof. So this is just something I wanna try. And it turned out very interesting. I think it looks very cool. And then I realized, creativity doesn't have to come from control, Sometimes it just comes from letting go. The biggest mental shift for me was how much less friction I felt. Like, before, whenever I want to vlog, I would have to think, okay, do I really want to carry a mic, to get a tripod? Which camera should I bring? Which lens? Do I get anti-filter? Is it inside, outside? What am I doing with it? Like, do I want to carry all of this stuff the whole day? And most of the time, it's no, I don't want to carry anything. So I just get stressed out or just tired even thinking about how to vlog. And now I don't. I just grab the Go Ultra, I just put it in my pants like every day, like like an AirPods, and I just go. It fits in my pants pocket, and because it's waterproof, I don't have to worry about like it's getting wet or something, I drop it or whatever. Like, I don't have to worry about where I'm filming. So it gives me a lot of freedom, and that freedoms make me want to actually create more or less. There's like no pressure into having to create. Like, I can take it out, I can get some cool shots if I want to, or I could just keep it in my pocket all day and don't even take it out. And I won't feel guilty for not shooting anything. Because like, if I'm bringing a big camera, carry it with me or put it in my car, I would feel like, oh, I have to do something. Like, I'm in that mindset of like, okay, I have the best camera I have, what can I do? None, I don't. The best camera is always the one you actually carry and the one that you can shoot. But with this, it's even better. You're not just carrying it, you're like wearing it. I just slap it on my chest and I didn't even notice that it was there. And I realized how that affected my mindset, like outside of vlogging as well too. Like, I started to say yes to more things because I wasn't weighed down by the idea of like, oh, I need to set up for content, It's just become more of a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle camera. You just record what you want to see or what you want to experience. And the last thing that I really didn't expect with this camera is that it made me realize that I want to make my videos feel more personal. And because the camera is so small and it's not like in the way, like I started to become more natural, like I was talking to a friend. Like, I am not being in front of camera, and this is not me even trying to be behind the camera. Like, I'm not trying to look perfect. It's just me being present, just doing the things that I love, spending time with my friends, getting food, and even if I go and shoot, I just bring it with me. And I think that kind of energy really translates. Like, people can feel when you're relaxed and you're not overthinking. Like, you're just being you, the real you. And I think that helps me for like my YouTube videos as well too. Like, I want to carry that same energy over. I have rewatched some of my recent YouTube videos and I noticed that my audience don't really connect with me if the video is very polished, which is whatever, but they really connect with me with the one that feels more like a conversation. It's the one that I'm telling people things, I'm showing them things, I'm showing them things that I don't like or mistake that I made. So using a small camera like this, it really reminded me like I'm FaceTiming someone, like on the phone, like a friend. Like, it's very intimate, it's very casual, it's what makes it very special, It's just very genuine connection that can be made. And it feels like I'm telling my friend about my day. I don't feel weird at all. Like, even I'm rambling, like it just feels natural. And I think that's how people should vlog and even make YouTube in general. And here's a bonus one that I didn't expect to learn at all, like balance. like there is a right balance that you have to strike. Because when you're vlogging all the time, you know, it's very easy to slip into the mindset of like, I need to record everything. I need to like let people see everything I'm doing and capture all the stuff. And obviously that is not sustainable at all. So, you know, there were times I feel like I'm a little burnt out. Like I don't want to record. I just want to be myself and be kind of isolated. Not because the camera was hard to use, like it was really easy to set up and press a button, but because I didn't give myself permission to just experience things without recording. Like tonight I went to a really cool bar, but I decided not to record, you know? So this gave me the freedom to find the rhythm, when to capture or when to just live my life. And weirdly enough, I think the camera make it very easy to make that decision because it's so easy to just start and stop. I could record quick moments. I don't have to overcommit, or I could just say, nah, I'm out. I don't have to do this, you know? So the balance to keep the process is to keep the process fun, you know, just don't feel forced. So those are the 5 big lessons that I've learned from vlogging with the Insta360 Go Ultra. It taught me to stop overthinking. I have to notice more like small detail stuff, try to experiment with different shots, you know, it's fun. And just connecting with people on like really real level. And honestly, like that's beyond all the tech feature. Like that thing pack a lot of cool stuff, and I get to learn a lot with how to use that too. But that doesn't really matter as much, you know. What I've really learned is that sometimes the less you try to control the story, the more real it becomes. So if you want to start vlogging, or you know, if you don't want to feel like you're gonna be overwhelmed, I would say start small, very small. You know, even stand for just vlogging something really short, and then maybe vlog more later in the day. Same for camera, you know, start with small. And you want to go for a bigger camera later? Sure, but it's so much easier with a small little camera, you know, and let it be messy, let it be casual, be authentic, you know, because the whole point is that that's what people want. People want to connect with you. So yeah, that's what I've learned. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. And if you want to know more about this camera, I actually made a video about it, you know, and also if you want to see like, you know, if this is the best one you want to get, or you want to get the last generation Insta360, you can watch that video as well. I'll put all the link down below. And I think I'm gonna make a video about comparing that to the Osmo Pocket 3, which I still love, and the iPhone, and you can see, you know, which one fits your style the best. So subscribe if you want to see all those good videos later, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.